Hi guys, welcome back. I am here with my week 3 wax box intro, I guess. This is what it's going to be. This is all the things I'm going to attempt to melt some of over the next 7 days. It's going to start with my nighttime melts, because I put my daytime melts already in. My nighttime melts today, Monday the 3rd of April. April. And it will run through my daytime melts on Monday the 10th. So we'll go for a week. So my nighttime melts are on the next week. My daytime melts are on the previous week. That's just how I'm going to do it because it's easy. I have a lot of things here with only 1 or 2 melts left, so I'm going to try to get through them. I have a lot of different vendors I want to try. I have a couple that I haven't tried anything from. I have a couple scents I've never tried. So this is going to be a different week where I'm just going to try to use up some of what I got and try some new. I'm going to finally use up this Vec Min from Super Tarts. I finally got my hands on a clamshell, so I got this little quarter of a scent shot that I put in my bathroom, so I'm going to go ahead and do that at some point this week. I got this in a D-stash. It's the Omen from Super Tarts. I don't know the scent description, but I know it's like a fresh type scent. I'm going to put that in my bathroom as well. I want to use this up. It's Milk Gloss Roses Jackie O Overpour from Vintage Chic Scents, and my cats are starting. My cats do not do anything until I start recording. The minute I start talking, my cats go crazy. It's Wildberry Cake, Batter, Sugar Milk, Marshmallow Birthday Cake, Vanilla Bean Noel. This is a little EB piece I got in a D-stash. I want to get rid of that. I'd like to melt a little bit of this birthday scratch cake from Sassy Girl Aroma. I was hoarding this because her scratch cake oil has been discontinued from her supplier, and I love scratch cake, but I've only got a couple chunks left, so I would like to melt at least one. I'm going out of order of vendor, and I apologize. I am just not with it enough to do it. I'd like to melt a cube of 7-Up pound cake from Wilma's. This is amazing. It's a rich, moist pound cake with a zing of lemon lime topped with sweet icing, and it's just a nice cake and citrus smell. I love Wilma's. Wilma's is in my top 3. Her stuff is super strong, kick you out of the house, and I just love it. I'm going to melt another cube of Ocean from Wilma's. It's just a simple aquatic scent. I love that in the bathroom. This one's going to be my Sunday melt for this coming Sunday. It's Grimes from Super Tarts Coffee, Applesauce, and Donuts, and this I love. This is in my top 5 scents from Super Tarts, especially the coffee part, because that's my Sunday morning jam is coffee. Here's something I got in a D-stash. It is a new to me vendor, so I'm excited to try it. It's the Little Pony Wax Creations, and it's Captain Crunch of Vanilla Bean Noel, and it's a cute little cupcake. And look cute for 2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks. It's been January, so I'm going to melt at least half of that, if not the whole thing. I'd like to melt some of this I got in a D-stash. It's Sunday Shop from Vintage Chic. I don't know the scent description, but it's just a couple little pieces. I'd like to melt through some of this. I've got a lot of souffle cups. I'm trying to melt through some of those. This souffle cup in Water Lily Fresh Mint from Sassy Girl. This smells really good. I'm going to put that in my bathroom. Just so you know, for my bathroom, I quarter these souffle cups, and then each quarter I cut in half. So there's really 8 melts in here if I use that strictly in my bathroom. I might melt some of it in another room, but those are my go-to bathroom scents. So I can get a lot out of one of these souffle cups. I'd like to melt some of this Cottage Breeze type. It's a nice laundry, breezy, ozone scent. I got 2 of those, so I wanted to try to get through some of that one. I'd like to melt through this Violet Sugar Petals Avo Bath Sweet Lavender. This is another bedtime scent. It's the violet petals and the sweet lavender, and it just smells so good. So that might be a good bedtime scent. And it fell over. I don't care. I'm going to melt this because I have now 3. No, I'm going to melt this just because I want to. Avo Spa from Barrett Waxcraft. I thought this was the other one that I have 3 of. Anyways, I'd like to get through this. I never knew what Avo Spa smelled like, but now I've smelled it twice in a row between the Sassy Girl and Barrett's, and I really like it. So I'm going to get through that. I'll move the stuff back because I got a lot more going. I'd like to melt through, because I've got a loaf coming, of this Lavender Chamomile Vanilla Bean Noel. This was a mini pie that I cut up from Sassy Girl. It's so nice. It's a sweet lavender, nice chamomile Vanilla Bean Noel. I'm going to finish this in my bathroom. It's bubblegum cream soda from Ava's, and it's just a half of a little bundt that I had put half in my bathroom already. From Dessa's, I'm going to melt some of this Pineapple Blast Scent Shot. Another one from Vintage Chic. It's a one I got in a D-stash. It's Sweetheart Smoothie and Flapper Girl, which is Cotton Candy Marshmallow Apple Teeny. Also from Wilma's, I'd like to get some of this Pink Swirl Cake melted. Pink Swirl Cake is Luscious Vanilla Cake with pink icing. Also from Wilma's, Lavender Vanilla, which is a blend of herbal lavender and vanilla. And this says herbal, but I mean, it's not too strong of a herbal. You can smell it's herbal, but it's not too strong. I'd like to get through some of this pistachio pudding cake from Beezy's. I'm not crazy about Beezy's. Everything I've melted from him, I've not had a good throw. I've melted 2. So I'm going to try again before I de-stash the rest. I'm going to melt this just because it's got like 1 left. It's Starburst Blonde Moment Cotton Candy from Sassy Girl. It's a very nice fizzy scent. Ocean from Sassy Girl. This can go in my bathroom. I like ocean scents in my bathroom. I'm going to quarter this, and I'd like to just use at least a quarter of this Grand Ole Opry from Vintage Chic. You can tell it's a year old, 330 of 16. And the scent notes are Strawberry Watermelon Cake, so I would like to get through at least a quarter of that. Here's another older one, Lancelot and Guinevere, which is Vanilla Lace type. That's another one that's approaching a year old. I'm trying to get through some of these that are older. Oh, this is my baby. Blade of Penitence from Sassy Girl. It's Wildberry Mousse, Blueberry Muffin, and Vanilla Bean Noel. It was a loaf all cut up in a gross bag, so I'm going to try to melt through some of that. I got this sample of Raspberry Soda from L3 I'd like to get through. Honolulu Clean Breeze from Sassy Girl. I've got 1 chunk left, so there's no reason why I can't get through that. Same with this Blueberry Zucchini Noel. I've got 1 and like a quarter chunks left of that. And the same with this one, Rose Jam Tea and Cakes Marshmallow. I've got like a chunk and a half of that. Alright, Jackie O's Pearls from Vintage Chic, another one that's approaching a year old. It is Lavender, Marshmallow, Vanilla, and then Jackie O's Marshmallow Birthday Cake Vanilla Bean Noel. That's a nice soothing bedtime scent that I like. From L3 Waxy Wonders, Zucchini Bread. I like zucchini bread, so I'd like to get through some of my zucchini bread. Also from L3 Tea and Cakes. It's a little sample I got. And the last few things are clamshells. Lavender Vanilla Custard from the Bathing Garden. I have heard so many great things about this, and it smells very creamy. And look at that gorgeousness. She is so creative. This is why her stuff takes 6 weeks to get to you. She's not just slapping plain old clams in a clamshell. She is, look at all that detail. I don't mind waiting 6 weeks for that. So I'm planning on melting 1 cube of that at bedtime. This one I had hoarded for 2 months, and then I just got 2 clams in a de-stash, so I'm willing to melt some. It's Rue from Super Tarts, Bedtime Bath Baby Powder Magnolia Blossom. This smells amazing. It's very soft in the baby powder. The magnolia, it's just a little bit of a floral, and then the bedtime bath. This I'm getting a BAM bag, or I just got a BAM bag of. It's Harley Quinn from Super Tarts, which is pink sugar and blackberry jam and vanilla sugar waffle cones. So I'm going to melt at least 1 cube because I do have the BAM bag. And last but certainly not least, I'd like to melt another cube of Blue Cotton Candy Fizz from Barrett Wax Crafts. I melted 2 weeks ago I melted 1 cube, and it blew me out of the house. It was so strong. It's a nice cotton candy and a little bit of fizzy soda, fizzy pop, or whatever they call it. So that is it. That's everything I hope to melt for the next 7 days. Again, I won't finish things, but I'd like to melt a half a scent shot, or I'd like to finish up a half a scent shot, or these Sassy Girl chunk bags with 1 or 2 melts I'd like to finish up. So 1 cube here, 1 cube there, just whatever. Just get a variety going. So that's everything, and I will be back next Monday with my wrap-up of what I actually melted. Have a great day. Bye.